Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pre-season edition of the Melbourne Metro Recap Show. I'm Matt Clark, and I am joined by Todd Simmons and Ounch Witkowski. How are we, gentlemen?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, how you going? It's good to be back.
Good. Big pre-season, or big off-season anyway. Lots of things happening. Now, first of all, I just wanted to mention that we do have a new sponsor on board, Greentek. So if you're looking for any green repairs, green maintenance, and or getting your surrounds done at the Bowls Club, Greentek are your guys. Now, I know Chris Gell's just been over in Malaysia to lay the turf out for the World Cup, so the bloke sort of knows a thing or two about lawn bowls, greens and the surrounds and stuff. So look up Greentek on Facebook and get in touch with Chris to get quotes and things like that. He is looking to do a few more things around the place. I did read on his Facebook page somebody decided to drive a car on one of the greens in Malaysia.
As you do.
Yeah, why not, eh?
And tore it to pieces.
Seems like the right thing to do.
Yep, so I had to go around and do patchwork on a green that's going to be used in the World Cup. Fucking yay.
There's pelicans everywhere, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Now, look, we'll get the news out of the way. As many people would know, Dean O'Neill passed away today. Our hearts go out to Dean's family, friends, as well as the extended Bowls family, especially the guys at Bundura. And around the place, when things like that happen, it hits the whole Bowls community. Ounch, anything to add, mate? Anything you want to say?
Nah, there's not a lot. I don't want to go too long because I'll probably go. So
Yep.
It's bloody tragic. It's it sucks. It's been a rough couple of days, probably especially for his family, but for his close mates and even just friends, it sucks. Yeah. It's crap, but out of it, I guess you've got to just, look, he was a ripping dude. He was such a good bloke. That'll do me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's such devastating news, and as Unch said, thoughts with the family. I helped coach him in the junior side and played against him for many years, and always a great competitor, I'll call him a kid, because I knew him when he was real young, and always remembered.
Just such a good bloke, on and off the green. Just I don't think I've ever heard a bad word about him. It's the world's a shitter place without him.
Yeah, and I think it really does highlight, and it's one thing I keep pushing and keep trying for. For those that don't know me well enough, I suffer mental illness and have done since I was about 14 years old. And for most of my life, it hasn't been diagnosed. Nothing was diagnosed. Nothing was done about it until I tried to hurt myself pretty bad, going back about 16 years. And then the alarm bells sort of went off with my family, and we tried to seek a bit of help. And it's an ongoing process. It's not something that's fixed overnight. So, yeah, look, anyone out there, and people say it, and you continue to say it, hey, speak up. Ring a mate, ring anything. But the tough thing is looking in the depths of despair that you're in by yourself, and it's one of those internal things that you just can't explain unless you've sort of been there yourself.
I think it's one of those things, especially now, like there's so many people who are going to be affected by this tragedy. Just send someone a message, give someone a call who you reckon who's going to be struggling. There's going to be a heap of us. But yeah, just look after each other at the moment. We don't need any more. We don't want anything else to happen, any more crap or bad stuff to happen from out of this. It's crap.
And look, just to point out, anybody that is going through really tough times, I know it's hard to ring mates, but they've got a wonderful service at Lifeline. So if you ever are really in a lot of strife, give Lifeline a buzz. It's completely what's the word for it? I can't even think about it. It's
Confidential.
completely anonymous, confidential. I've had to ring him a couple of times just to get me out of a bit of strife here and there. So Lifeline's wonderful. There's also suicide prevention lines and others. So honestly, just ring someone, something, even if it's 000 and say, hey, I need help here. So, you're never alone.
Yeah.
But I know you are at times like that. But, just one phone call can save your life. So, yeah, again, not the greatest of things to have happen.
I guess I just want to say, boys, Bundy, just stick fat, get around each other, and you got something to play for this year now, yeah?
Yep, absolutely. So, all right. As much as that sucks, we're going to move on. All right, we'll get stuck in the controversy corner because I know Toddy wants to talk about these conditions of playing permit players and marquee players, and I've got to bring something else up. So here we go.
Hang on. That wasn't
Here we go. You'll be able to.
Under the bus, here we go, Toddy.
About what that bloke said?
Yes.
I read about that. How shocking.
Oh, you can't say that.
All right, Toddy.
I might just go away for 5 minutes.
Well, where's my mate Dean?
Dean didn't want to come on the show. No, Dino was due to come on the show, but he's running late with work, so he said, I'll give it a miss this week. So,
yeah,
and then he heard that you were going to go nuts, so he probably said, no, I don't want to be part of it.
He's got a little bit of a different opinion than I do, but that's okay. And it's all good. And, we like to have not a gripe, but just a discussion about it. Look, I love the fact that there's fly-in players, permit players, marquee players, whatever we like to call them. I think they've changed the rules a little bit for the permits to allow clubs to have more players, which is a good thing. I just don't like the fact that we can have so many playing for the one club at the one time. That's my only real thing, that you can have, 3 marquees and 3 permit players playing in the one day. So out of the 16, you can have 6 playing that are, in theory, not club members. If that was reduced to 3 or 4, I think it would be better for the competition. But that's just my thought. But one thing that it has done, that I must say, and I can only talk about Melbourne Metro Comp, is it has made the competition stronger. And Premier League is probably stronger now than it probably has ever been, I would say. And then you got Prem Reserve now, which is stronger again, because a lot of those clubs have fly-in players or marquee players, and permit players. And then Division 1 is probably a little bit stronger than it has been in the past, because some of those clubs are doing it too. So, there's always a flip side to both arguments, and that's my.
So are you saying that if, let's say, whatever it is, let's say the side's got 6 marquee and permit players, are you saying that we should cap it at, say, 3 or 4 per game? Is that what you...
Yeah, that's what I think. You should be able to have, maybe list as many as you like. You can have 5 listed. It doesn't matter. But on any one particular game, you can only have 3 or 4, 1 per rink, or, 2 can be in a rink. You can only have 4 of those listed players that play. I found it interesting. I was going through all the conditions today, and I don't know if this is how it was last year or not, but permit player, so hypothetically country player, to then come and play Metro, to qualify for finals, they have to play 1.5 times the amount of games to qualify for finals. So you can't now just play 4 games and qualify.
So they've got to play 6.
Games. Yeah, which becomes, that's a big difference.
Oh, really? Well, hang on. Can you just run this by me again? Because I need to know this.
Were you not listening there?
No, I was listening. I'm not reading up rules, mate. It's not my thing to read up rules. What? 6 games?
Basically, anyone that comes down from the country to play in Melbourne Metro, a Metro player would only have to play 4 games, but a permit player will have to play 6.
So what's the point? Okay, now you're getting me started here. So what is the point of having a permit player then? That is ludicrous.
I don't make the rules.
That is just absolute codswobble. what is the point in having permit players then? Like, that is
I think
what a dumb
I
rule.
think what they're trying to do, reading between the lines with bringing that in, is you can't have a permit player that's just going to play 3 or 4 games and play just the odd game. You've now nearly got to play half the season to be part of the team. So,
but that's just stupid. You might as well just throw your permit players out that permit thing out the window, because how many people are going to be able to do that? You're on a permit. You're obviously playing at a cut. Oh my God.
That makes it a lot harder for all the permit players to now have to play 6 games for Melbourne Metro because you had to play 4. And I think some of the competitions still play 18 and they're 5 rounds. You might have to play 5 to qualify. I'm not sure what the other comps are playing to qualify.
That is just a rule for the sake of making a rule and making it just even harder to understand.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, that is ludicrous. Like, have a look at that. That's poo.
Oh, now who's on their high horse, eh?
I'm just thinking about us. It's all about me and what's going to happen.
The funny part is, so you've got the marquee players that you can have 3. Then you got the permit players.
Let me guess. The marquee players only have to play 4 games, though, do they? Or they have to play 6 as well to qualify?
I actually don't know the answer to that one.
Toddy, you're supposed to know those things. I bet you.
But I would rather say I don't know than be wrong.
I bet you the marquees will be 4 games like everyone else, but the permit will be 6, just because we'll just make it harder for everyone and for bowls. Just silly.
Yeah, but I guess I look at it and think the permit players. Why would you want to be a permit player? Let's just pick from Shepparton to Melbourne or Bendigo to Melbourne, whatever, and play 4 games. Why would you want to do that? Just play 4 games and play finals.
Well, it might be the fact that you can only play 4 games. They might be playing, there might be Friday night games down in Melbourne, and you can come and play for them. You can play the Friday night games, but you can't play the Saturdays until it gets to finals. So if you've got 4 Friday night games, then you come down and qualify. The chances of anyone having
that if you want to be a permit player, you might have to make some choices so that you are.
I just think it's just a rule for the sake of making a rule. And it's just made it harder. But I'll guarantee you the marquee players will only be 4 games because they're all the big flyers and they're the ones that we got to make sure we all get to watch them.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's no good, Toddy. You've got me fired up, pal.
And then on top of that, you've got promotional players as well.
What?
Oh, but they're okay. I don't mind them. I like the idea of a promotional player.
What's
I think
a promotional player?
Why is that?
Oh, you got to read your rules, Clarkie.
I don't have to.
It's a promotion. Like, it could be... You could get someone to your club that we would probably never get, let's just randomly say, and you get them and it's a Friday night and you get 500, 600 people at your club, which means your bar's ticking over. It means the club's making money. I have no problems with it. I think it's actually not a bad idea, the old promotional permit.
I like that.
That's just my opinion.
I like the promotional player.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's right. I just thought you might have gone the other way on me.
Now, I did just get a text message. Unfortunately, everyone, I don't know why. The YouTube chat's been turned off. I will have it fixed for next week, I promise. So, because I had a couple
so this is going to be a good one, so no one can say anything.
Yeah, no one can comment.
Just text Clarkie.
Yeah. His phone number is...
Don't worry, Ounch. I've got the amount of friend requests I get now, and I'm like, I don't know who this person... Who are you? Okay, you're friends with Ounch. No.
All, mate. Aye, come on now. There wouldn't be many of them.
As soon as I see mutual friends with Ounch, no good.
Wouldn't be. There'd be not many of them, pal.
But, so from what I can tell and my understanding with Premier League and Prem Reserve, they're playing a few double headers to try and finish slightly earlier to allow all the fly-ins to be able to play.
See, that's what I mean. We'll make sure the fly-ins can get down, but not the permit blokes, not the people from Victoria country. No, we can't have them coming down. That'd be silly. Jesus.
Can I finish, Ounch, or?
Ooh.
No, I'm not happy about that. That is a silly, silly rule. And it's just buggered up some of my plans.
Hey, Toddy.
Yes.
I've got a text here. Ounch has 6 promotional players at Narre.
No, I don't know about that. 6 promotional? No.
You got a few?
You can't.
We can't, mate. You can only have 1 promotional player per club per season. Is that correct?
How many permits?
I'm pretty sure it is.
How many permits, Hutch?
I think you can have 3 or 4. I think you can have.
1 promotional.
I think you can have.
4 permits,
1,
that's 5.
You only have 1 promotional. That's 1 week. You can't have 4 permits. You can have 4 permits. We have freaking off it.
Yeah.
So you can't have
It's
3
4 for the club.
You can't have 3 permit players playing and a promotional player in 1 round.
Yeah.
And you wonder
Just to
why I
make it
don't
a
read
bit
the
more
conditions of
complicated.
play.
But
Anyway. All right, you two had enough?
just check out.
Good.
If you go on to Bowls Vic and just read the rules, it's an extremely great read.
Thank you, Toddy. Well done, mate. All right. I've got a bugbear. Not that you two will care or 3/4 of our listeners and watchers will care, viewers. Bowls Vic, for some reason, have decided to change the midweek start time from 10 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock. And guess how many people are happy about it?
Oh no, not an hour. Oh no, you won't be able to get your what is it? Your scones at 12 o'clock or something. Come on,
Ounch, you have kids?
come on.
Do you have kids?
Exactly. I've never played with ladies bowls. Midweek bowls. Sorry.
No, listen, Ounch. Listen for a sec.
Do you have kids, Ounch?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so if we start at 11 o'clock and don't finish until 3:30, how the hell are you picking your kids up?
You don't play the bowls.
No, well,
Simple.
that's... See, again, now in the society that we live in, where the parents are having to go out and work, both parents are having to go out and work a lot more. Unfortunately, the grandparents have got to do the kids' runs and this, that, and everything else. So for whatever reason, Bowls Vic decided to turn around and go, oh, we're moving back the start time until 11 o'clock. Guess who's happy about it?
It's just
fucking nobody.
probably no one.
No one. So I know we've all the clubs in the Eastern Ranges got together and have made phone calls and said, you know what, screw it, we're starting at 10.
So, do we know why they actually made that
Do
change?
they
Is there been
tell
any?
us why? It's just like, well, this is what we're doing. These are the... I can almost guarantee somebody's arced up and said, oh, well, it doesn't give... The only thing I can think is somebody said, oh, it doesn't give the greenkeepers time to get the greens ready or some crap.
But that's like even just changing the time. Sorry, Todd, keep going, mate.
Yeah, I can kind of see how it would be easier for the greenkeepers.
Oh, what?
But
They've got to
it's
get out of
like,
bed at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. Come on.
No, but I'm saying that, okay, might affect the greenkeepers, but that's 1 person per club where it's affecting everyone playing.
Yeah.
So, look, I got a bit of a soft spot for greenkeepers. They do it pretty tough sometimes.
Oh, I'm the same.
You know, and they're expected to work miracles and, provide 15-plus second greens 24/7, and sometimes it's just not possible. But
How's the greenskeeper out at
The other side of
Parkdale?
this is obviously hasn't been. Sorry, I was just going to say, there obviously hasn't been a lot of thought given to, as you're saying, people with kids, school runs, pickups, blah, blah, blah. It's just a decision that they've decided, and it's a bit like the old AFL rules committee. They're just making rules for the sake of changing them and stuff like that at the moment. It seems like there's not a lot of thought process gone into that one.
yeah, well, we've got a synthetic at Parkdale, so
Yes.
we don't really doesn't do anything for us in terms of time change other than when you play and finish. So
Again, just got a text message from an anonymous source that says it has something to do with the greens. Greenkeepers don't want players on wild dewy. Come, friggin' roll the thing and roll the dew off it. Anyway.
I wouldn't have thought there would have been
I'm not
much
having-
dew
I'm
on
not
the
having-
green at 10 o'clock, but
Yeah.
No, me either.
All right, boys.
But it just
That's
sounds
it.
like
Controversy.
a rule for the
commentator.
sake of it. Thank God for that.
Righto.
You are going to be barred. You're going to be barred from that thing shortly.
Good on you, aren't you? Righto. Now, before we get into everyone else, a few off-season moves, boys. Toddy out of Clayton, Premier Reserve, and into Division 2 Parkdale.
Yes.
What's the go? Explain to people why the decision and what's happening there, Todd? And
Well, I've been obviously playing at Clayton for, I think it was about 6 years or 7 years, something like that. And I got approached by Parkdale. I wasn't looking to coach or to leave Clayton, and they approached me and went and had a meeting and liked the club. And I just thought good opportunity, a new challenge, something different, and it's slightly closer to home. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a crack and see what happens.
cool, going well.
Yeah, it is going good so far. Obviously, we haven't started the season as yet, but so far, I've made them work pretty hard so far. We've had 6 practice games.
I'll tell you who's happy about that. Suchi, he loves a practice game.
Yeah, well, but it's hard though because I literally hardly knew anybody when I started there.
Yep.
So I had to, I guess, give people a lot of opportunities because I went in there with the option, or I suppose the view that it was a clean slate for everybody. So people that had been in the top side or the second side, they had a chance to prove to me where they should be playing.
Yep.
So, I know a few clubs I've spoken to that have only had maybe 2 practice games and 1 in-house, like since the AFL Grand Final weekend. And that's fine if you sort of know everybody, but I literally hardly knew anyone. So I really needed to have a bigger, I guess, range of games, be able to give people more opportunities, play in different positions. I could see them under different circumstances. So we had 3 in-house and 3 games against other clubs at away venues.
Yep. Are you there, Toddy?
And
Toddy dropped out for a
yes.
second. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, you're back. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've loved it and looking forward to the season.
Yes. And somebody's just made a comment, and it pays the mortgage for his second house.
Yeah, and every other house that I have, but I've actually only got one. So, yeah. So whoever that is, if they can send me the keys to the house, I'll appreciate it.
That'd be somebody by the name of Ben, which has a surname very similar to yours.
Oh.
Yes.
I know who's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Betty.
All right. Uncha, what have you done over the off-season? Where have you gone? What's happened?
Not a lot, mate. Just snuck down to Narre Warren this year, mate, as an assistant coach. My best mate, Ryan Drummond, got the coaching gig, so I thought I'd better go and give me a hand.
Now, Toddy, I don't know if you've done this for your pre-season. Unch, what was your pre-season game on Saturday? What was that about?
We've had a lot of pre-season games. I'm not big on pre-season games either. They're really hard to get into. It's hard to sort of, I don't know, fully get into it. So we had a squad of 24 of us went to the pub and had a couple of beers. It was good.
A couple?
Yeah, it was only a couple. I had to drive, so I had to just a couple. But just went to the pub, sort of had a bit of a team bonding session, had a couple of frothies, had some lunch, played some pool, talked some crap, and then went back down to the club after that. So that was something different. Jeez. I think we're all over the pre-season games, so we thought, bugger it, let's go and have a couple of froths.
I like this Narre Warren business. How do I get involved
we
there?
did something kind of similar.
You did, Toddy?
Yes. So, I can't remember the date, but it was the week before the AFL Grand Final, whatever date that was. So instead of starting at 1 and playing till 4:30, we started at 12 and played till 2. Then we went down to one of the indoor golf simulator places for a couple of hours.
Oh, nice.
And but we actually did a bit of team building stuff in terms of spoke about team goals and
yeah. So did we, mate.
We did a lot of work in terms of what we learned from each other and created some goals, some boundaries and guidelines for within our team. And I think it was a good day, good productive day, and then I've rolled those out into the lower side teams as to what they wanted out of their team.
Jesus, other clubs pay attention.
We did something similar. It was what number are we getting on in this race? It was good. If everyone was on it, we jumped on it. It was good. It was a real good team bonding session.
That were the team rules.
Yeah, mate, It was get on the number one on trackside and then go from there.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it was good fun. As it was something different, mate. Like I'd had enough of practice matches.
Yep.
We all know how to bowl. It's not that hard. Just let's get into it now. I think we're all chewing at the bit to get into it. So yeah, something different, mate. And yeah, we're ready to go. Hopefully,
most are chewing at the bit.
No, well, you'd hope so. You'd hope so. It is next weekend, isn't it? Is it start next weekend?
This Saturday.
No, it's another week.
No, this Saturday.
No,
Turn up a
Toddy,
week late.
Toddy, don't. It might be for Divi 2 champ, but for the rest of us.
Toddy,
Don't do that, mate. I won't rock up and then that'll be the end of me.
That's not fair. You notice you'll throw barbs this year flat out there. Won't he, Toddy? Oh,
Who?
you too, Div 2.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, not at all. No, it's all right, mate. I reckon it's a bloody good thing that Toddy's gone. There's not enough players who have played at the top level for a long time go back down to Divi 2 and try to build from the ground up type sort of thing. I reckon it's a bloody great thing.
No.
It's awesome.
It is, mate. Yeah,
It's a good challenge.
It is. Yeah. And Sachi came over with you, didn't he? Just so people know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We got a few other local players as well that have come to the club, and I've also been able to get Jet to play. So I'm bringing the average age up of my rink quite a fair bit.
Yeah.
So Jet's back in now.
Sorry?
Jet's back in. How many games for the marquee player?
No, he's not a marquee. No. Yeah.
Just on that, just because we're talking about Sachi, I just need to apologise to Sachi because I had to play regional pairs with him on Sunday, and I was terrible, and he was really good, and we lost. So I'm sorry, Sachi. I was no good, pal. It was.
I'll make sure he sees this.
So, no, it's all right. I sent him a message, and it was yuck. So I'm sorry, Sachi. I was no good. I was a spastic, and you were pretty decent. So my apologies.
Not allowed to use that word. Sorry. It's politically incorrect.
Yes.
Please.
Which one?
Apologise.
Which one?
That one.
What you just said.
What? Sorry.
No, how you played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I played poorly then. Sorry.
There we go. That's better.
Sorry. I apologise for anyone who I offended then. I'm sorry.
Let's get stuck in a prem. Bit of an analysis. So we'll have a look at the prem sides for this year. Both Premier League and Prem Reserve. So in Prem League, we've got Bundoora, Moonee Valley. So everyone the same as last year. Yarraville, Essendon, Altona, Melbourne, Deer Park. MCC are in. And as we see over in Prem Reserve, we've got Fitzroy, Victoria, Flemcan, Heathmont, Clayton, Glenroy, Lilydale, Port Melbourne, and Laylaw. So Clayton come in. As well as Glenroy and Laylaw, who won the Division 1 sections or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. What do you call it?
Oh, no, finals.
They're in anyway. And Dandy's out. Was it just Dandy not? Hang on.
Yes. And no, there's got to be one more.
That's two.
We'll have a look.
Whittlesea was the other one,
yes. Yes, that's correct. So Whittlesea.
100%.
Yes. Because now there's two Dandenong clubs and two Whittlesea clubs in the Division 1. So,
but man, they don't get anything past you, do they? Hey,
I'm all over it.
You're all over it, Clarkie.
Now, let's have a look. Starting with Deer Park, thank you to Bowls Vic for all this information because none of us had time to work all this out.
Well, there's so many.
I don't know. Toddy's probably got a whole bloody.
Mate, I was actually...
Toddy's probably got a notebook full.
No, even he rang me today and he goes, I've done nothing. And I'm like, we're in a bit of strife.
No, that's not quite right. I've got a few from the Premier League, but then Bosvik put it all up, so we didn't need that. And, I haven't got a lot from Prem Reserve or Div 1, but...
No.
We can worry about that next week.
Yeah, we can catch up.
After we see who loses.
Yeah.
See you playing.
People don't lose.
So,
we're coming for you. I copped it all last year. I'm coming for you guys.
I'm not putting my results up there. I'm not allowed to this year, just in case.
No. So
We won't use you. You have to click Division 2 to check Toddy's out. Just remember that. That's all.
So Deer
It's a long way
Park,
down the list now.
Leroy's left Deer Park and gone to Essendon, as far as I can see. And Essendon have also got in Sean Thompson, Darren Morrison. Deer Park have brought in, is it Matty Bouse and Aaron Sheriff?
He's
So
Ray Pearce.
Ray Pearce. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So
There you go, he says.
No, well, look, Deer Park. Deer Park just buy players.
What's Lee? What's Lee's name?
Lee McIlvaney.
There we go. There's another one.
But like you say, Deer Park just buy players, and I'm like,
plus they're out in the middle of. Plus they're out in the middle of bloody nowhere.
But if they've got it to spend it, and they're willing to spend it, and people are willing to take it, I might go for it. Like,
mate,
to me, it's making the competition stronger. It's making it harder. It's making it more challenging, and it's making other teams, become better. I think.
Yeah. And it is because it's keeping up with the Joneses, isn't it? Once they're going out to do that, then other sides have gone and done exactly the same thing. Well, like it's. If they're willing to do it and people are going to accept it, obviously, well, good on them. I've never understood the complaining or the sooking about it. Like, good on them. If they've got it and they want to do it and they can do it, go ahead and do it.
And like they didn't win it last year. All credit to Yarraville. I don't know what their budget is, but it wouldn't be sort of very close to what Deer Park spend. But good luck to them, and people have to find other ways to become better teams than spending money. And I'm sure, Deer Park, they're always going to be, always. While they're spending the money that they are, they're always going to be a super strong club, and good luck to them.
Well, I think,
but look at it the other way. It's not like Yarraville weren't spending money.
Everyone in Premier League
everyone's
money.
doing it. So, and the other side of it means that if there's money involved in bowls, well, so be it. Means that they might filter down a little bit.
Oh, no. No.
You can see what's going on. That's my third in pennant,
Jet,
love your work, Jet. Yes.
You're a shocker, Jet.
That is fantastic. Great work, son.
No, for anyone that missed that, watch it back and you'll just keep an eye on Toddy and you'll understand exactly what's going on.
I thought it was a ghost at one stage, Toddy. I was like, look out, man.
He's got more clothes on now than normal.
I don't want to know.
Come on, we're supposed to be getting through this. Let's go. I'm getting bitten by mozzies.
Yeah. Put some mozzie spray on. No, just not out.
Oh, no.
So Deer Park go in. They're going to be strong again. We know that. Melbourne, they've got Brady Spur, Jake Wren, and Alex Skilton's come across from Moonee Valley.
Is that a weird one, Toddy, or is that just he's gone back to Melbourne? Or I was a bit surprised when I saw that. That was all. I know he's from Melbourne and whatever. He's spent a lot of time there. I just wasn't.
Yeah. To be honest, I was probably a little bit surprised when he went to Moonee Valley. I thought he was sort of a, call it, a diehard Melbourne or whatever. But, everybody changes, and sometimes you got to go somewhere else and have a try and see if you prefer it or, where you were was where you want to be. So, but it'd be a good pickup for Melbourne. Another, good asset for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So Moonee Valley's added a few. I mean, Dylan Snapper Fisher's back, but he is now classed as what, a marquee?
I don't know what we want to classify it as. Dylan will be a marquee because he's now a registered player in Tasmania. So, he's over in Tassie, and he skipped for the Tassie side, so now he has to be a marquee player.
Yep.
He's enjoying it over there, mate?
Yeah, he's loving it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I caught up with him a month ago at the Across the Border tournament, and he said he's loving it and said he'd be flying in and out, so...
Yeah.
It's a 20-minute flight, isn't it?
An hour. But the only problem with coming in from Tasmania, and Dylan will be all over it, they are the one. It's the one state where the first time, if they need a plane, say Melbourne to Sydney, they steal the plane from Tasmania.
It's because no one goes there.
Every time I go there, the plane
come back
full.
Or go on the bloody Spirit of Tasmania. Enjoy yourself. Get on,
12 hours on a boat. Couldn't think of it. I've done it once. I won't do it again.
You wouldn't get me on that thing. No way.
No. Altona have brought in Aaron Wilson and Nick Cahill. Now, did they play last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they'll still be there or thereabouts on the mark. As we know, Essendon's brought in Lee Schreiner, Sean Thompson, Darren Morrison.
Am I right in saying that Todd Shannon's gone there?
No, that's coming up next.
Okay, right. Cool.
So, Todd had signed on at Deer Park. Work circumstances have changed. And since then, he's one of the inclusions at Bundoora.
Right.
So Bundoora have Corey Wedlock, Gary Kelly, Benny Winter, of course. Rhino, Thor Shannon, and they're boarding Chris Carswell as well.
Yeah.
So a few
So
decent...
they're obviously, Lukey's done a good job in the off-season then, mate. They've got a couple of
few big ones
couple of
there.
local blokes who are pretty handy there.
Yeah. So
they're always going to be pretty strong. Bundoora, they're a competitive mob, and I used to love playing Bundoora at Clayton. We always had, we had a lot of very close games, and they come down to the last few ends. So it was always good playing them. You always knew you were in for a battle, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we'll see.
We finally got rid of Ounch.
Ounch is gone. Where is he? No, he's completely disappeared. All right, I'll keep an eye out in case he comes back, which I'm sure he will. So there we go. That's about all I've got in terms of the Premier League guys. And the Premier League changes again. I don't know enough people to
there's been there's been quite a lot of movement this year, and I think having the permit players that we spoke about earlier, that's created a whole lot of different names that are coming in to the Melbourne Metro, and it's hard because they've got to list them, but who knows how many games they're going to play because they're playing at their home club at the country or wherever that might be. Yeah,
well, see, I've noticed the same with Division 1. Division 1 player movements this year have just been absolutely nuts. Can't keep up with who's gone where, what's happening, There's been a heap of player movement. So, I'm not sure what's in the water or what has been in the water during the off-season for all these player movements, but...
Yeah, sometimes I find it's just people move for the sake of, new challenge, a new opportunity, got to show what you're worth and, try it at another location and see if you can, play up to what a lot of people think their expectations are of how good they are.
Yes. No, I can understand that.
Sense?
No, I made the move for that very reason, but, we'll see if it pays off or not, but... look, it's good to give yourself a challenge, I suppose, and like work and every other things in life, you sort of start to get a bit bored of the norm, so change it up, and that's all you can do.
Totally.
Now, we don't know a lot about Prem B or Prem Reserve, whatever you want to call it. That's Premier League's letter from last year. So, as we all know, though, Prem B was pretty tight. So, MCC have gone up. Clayton have come down. Dandenong Whittlesea's out. Laylaw and Glenroy are in. So, again, I think it's definitely going to be one of those years where, excuse me, I'll just knock myself out with my microphone. Another one of those years where it's going to be really tight in Prem Reserve.
Yeah. And I actually think this is one of the best initiatives that Bosvik have done because there is really a big divide between, we'll say, Premier League and the middle Division 1 teams. Yes. But having this be Prem Reserve now, it's a really good stepping stone and competition that really there's not a lot between, the top team and the bottom team in this competition.
Yep.
So it's really good in terms of you turn up and you play good, you're going to win. You're 10% off your game.
Yep.
You're probably going to lose. So.
No, exactly right. Hang on, I've got something going on in the background. Looks like we might have someone joining us. If I can get the thing right. Hang on, Tuddy. Someone stuck their head up and said they'll jump in now that Ounch is gone. But yeah, look, it's good because I don't think MCC and knowing some of the players there and stuff, it's not like they're going into Prem League and they're going to struggle.
Well, no, they were in there the year before when they got relegated and they lost, I don't know how many games, but quite a lot by next to nothing.
Yep.
And, I know a lot of the guys from there and they're like, we just can't seem to get over the line. And, one week would lose by double figures and then it cost them. And then the next week it'd be someone else. And it was just, And you have years like that. I mean, I look at our year last year at Clayton. We didn't play that bad. We obviously were the weakest team for the season in Premier League. And people ask me, what happened? And I'm like, well, if we're averaging sort of 5.5 or 6 for the previous years as a general rule, this year we're all down maybe 1 mark as an average for the season. And that's enough for you to get relegated.
Yep.
We'd lose games by 5, 10, 12. If everyone plays half a mark better, you win that by 5 or 6. But it just didn't happen.
Now, I've got a message from Ounch, and he said I'm allowed to read this out on the feed. Fucking technology. Apologies, and I've got no idea how to get back up and running, so I won't even bother. See you next week.
Turn it off and back on again.
Turn it off and back on again. You just hit the refresh button, Ounch, but it's fine. It's all right. He's already cracked it. He's gone. Ounch and technologies just don't go together. I understand. I've got a father and a partner like that. Just useless, but that's fine. Thank God he can bowl, Toddy.
Yes.
All right, well, what we'll do, like I said... Sometimes. Apparently not on Sunday, but anyway. All right, so just to quickly go through all the Division 1 sides, and again, I'm not going to go through all the player movements because there have been a truckload. I know out this way there have been. So there's no use in going through them. Now, they have mixed up sections a little bit this year. So I think they're trying to make it more localised as best they can. So in Section 1, we've got Deer Park, Bacchus Marsh, Whittlesea 1, Port 2, Brunswick 1, Moonee Valley 2, Yarraville, Footscray 2, and Club Sunbury 1. So you can sort of see there more... it's more levelled out in that way. Don't tell me I've lost Toddy too.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So Section 2, Yarra Mitcham, Croydon, Kingsbury, Whittlesea, Ringwood, Diamond Creek, and Bundoora 2. So so there's 4 of us in the eastern region, and then there's 4 of the sort of northern clubs. So again, like I said, they're trying to even it all out. The interesting thing here, Todd, and you can answer this question, just because if we have a look in Section 1, it says Whittlesea 1. Section 2, Whittlesea 2.
Yeah.
There's no mandate to play your first side in Section 1, is there?
No, that's correct. But if you play your first side in division as the Whittlesea 2, then when you want to make promotions, that's actually relegation, because it becomes super complicated later on in the year. So hypothetically, someone's not playing good and you wanted to drop them from the number 1 side, which is classified as number 2, you're actually promoting them.
Okay, so
because
it was more
they go to Whittlesea 1.
So the onus is more on the clubs to nominate what they really want in terms of 1, 2.
Yes, and prior to the start of the season, when the draft draw came out, clubs were able to change their positions, as in that Whittlesea could have swapped them over to be Whittlesea 1 and 2, vice versa to what they are now if they asked for it.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
Now, I've got Ounch back on the line. Hang on, I'm getting back on it. Just give me a second. And you wouldn't believe it, Dean Curran's online as well, so I'll actually remove myself. Please do. They can't hear you yet, boys. Just hang on. Hang on. Here we go.
Pleasure,
There's Ounch. So I'll disappear and you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, you look like an angel there, Ounch.
What have I
with the big halo above your head.
Yeah, I know. Look at the clarity on the clarity on that's a lot better from when he was
It's amazing
outside.
what happens when you change it to your phone instead of your missus's laptop?
Right.
Too much hard work, that stuff. It's no good.
No, it's not. Hang on, Dean. I'll jump you in, mate.
So what have I missed?
Not much. We were just talking about Div 1.
Oh, yeah. What are we up to? What section?
Hang on. Ooh.
We've gone through your
Oh,
section.
there's
yet.
Dean's
Dino,
massive big head. Hang on.
Hello.
Look at this, running smoothly.
That was different.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
We'll just fix
Hang
you
on.
up. I did have a screen ready for 4, Dean, but then when you said you were going to be running late.
Nah, mate, I raced home.
Yep.
Any opportunity I can to
Welcome.
share the screen with these three heroes.
Welcome our other co-host, Dean Curran from Middle Park, the team that didn't lose a game last year until the final one.
Don't go there, mate. We're over it. It's a new year. A lot of learnings. Let's move forward.
I was going to say the man that will probably keep this a little bit more sensible and running a bit more of a tight ship, I would say, more than anything.
We'll see.
The show. Yeah, well, you lot will have a chance. I'm going to have a day off in a few weeks.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. He's got himself a new little machine.
Enough of you, Ounch.
That's a big on.
Yes.
He's pretty
Shut
happy
up,
with
Ounch.
Sorry.
All right, hang on. So getting back to Div 1, we're just going through all the sections here, and we'll get to... Here's Ounch's section. Oh, yeah, over on the side.
Section 4, Ounch.
So
let's give us your prediction.
Darren, you can talk about this one. So you guys have got Auburn, Elston, Wick, Elwood, Brighton, Moorabbin, Melbourne, Dandenong Club 1, Bentley 1, Clayton 2, and yourselves. A bit of a preview, Dino, if you can, of your section.
Who was that EEBC one, Clarky?
Shut up! I'll get into trouble.
We got to be respectful to Elwood, Elston, Wick, Brighton Club.
Yeah.
The rumor is they're actually rebranding to a more holistic name, which will be good for them. It's when the section came out, the first thing was there are obviously going to be 2 Dandenong club sides around our end, and bound to get one of them, and ended up with their one, so they're going to be pretty strong. They got a few internationals and a lot of depth. So looking forward to giving them a crack. They're my old club before I came to Middle Park, so looking forward to getting back there and having a trundle.
Yes, the Croydon boys had a hit out against them and got thumped by about 35. It was our first preseason game, mind you, and we were missing probably 8 out of our top 16.
Mikey?
No, I think you've been dropped by then.
It's either that or he's the reason why they lost by that much. But anyway, this is my section.
Yes.
I think EEBC and Moorabbin played finals last year, and Bowie, who've actually dropped out of the section, were moved across. They were runners up in the section. So from what I hear, EEBC have got a couple of fly-ins this year, and again they've got good depth. Moorabbin are always tough to play against, and then Melbourne, always a tricky place to go and win away. Auburn are new, Clayton are new, and Bentley, I think they were 5th or 6th last year. So it's a lot of the same, but there's some new mobs as well. It's always exciting coming up against fresh competition, and I guess for us it's a bit of a different group to last year as well. We've sort of shut the book on what last year was, and looking forward to something new and giving other people opportunities who've been knocking on the door for some of these people 2 or 3 years to crack the top side. So they're hungry, which has sort of brought a whole lot of fresh energy as well. Given the little bit of talent that we lost over the off season, but
who did you
fresh
lose?
faces, fresh energy. Michael Wilson, who was one of our skippers last year, he's out. Wish him well. Ash Beckworth, who was fantastic, he's taken the coaching job at Armidale South Caulfield, and again, wish him really well. And Dan Mars has just moved closer to home. He's playing at Alphington this year. So that were the 3 that at least played with us for played with us in the top side last year and played in finals and whatnot. So a lot of experience and talent that we had to cover up. But like I said, the message has just been we are the land of opportunity this season, and whoever can step up and grab that opportunity is going to hold us in good stead. So we're excited. We're just not putting a ceiling on anything, not putting a floor on anything, and just going to give it our absolute best.
And as bad, not being smart, mate, but as bad as the result was for you guys last year, in the end, there's obviously going to be things that you guys could have, that you're probably going to take out of that. That if you get to the same spot this year, that you'll be able to sort of implement, and hopefully it helps you out.
100%. I think a lot of us was sort of we're questioning. Even if we got through that game, and full respect to Glenroy, they're ready-made, I believe, for Prem Reserve. They've got a lot of guys who've been there and done that, and just some absolute not only ripping bowlers but ripping people. They were just such a connected team.
They've had a similar thing where they lost a couple. I know when we were at Croydon, we beat them to go up. So, and I think they've lost another one before that. So it's taken them a couple of times to get up there. So sometimes it does. It's just
for sure. And all we can do is learn from it. And as Matt Clark would say, just be better. And that's been the goal through the off season. Had a very, very busy off season, measuring ourselves against all sorts of sides, and now we're just pretty pumped to get the season started and give it another crack. Because it has been the single longest off season in the history of the world. When you have a result like we did, again, full respect to that Glenroy mob. They're absolutely fantastic and just classy fellas.
Well, good on you, mate. I've got something new for you.
Oh. Go for it.
There we go.
I told you had his new little.
I've got me a little toy.
Machine.
I was working on that one all day.
Can you do the crickets as well now? Can you do the crickets just after that one? There we go.
Righto, Todd. Unchy, your turn, mate. Let's have a look at your wonderful little section here. Nobody's asked about Section 2 that we're in, but that's fine.
Are you going to be in that team?
Exactly.
Am I what?
Well, all right, here you go.
No, we're not going.
Section 2.
So we're looking at Mulgrave.
I'll give you something from Section 2. Yarra Glen will win it. There you go. See you later.
Yeah, well.
I'll go, I reckon Ringwood are going to be real strong, having just come up. I reckon they'll be...
Depends if they find out a way. Depends if they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot or not. I hope they don't, but
yes.
That's Ringwood.
Well, we'll find out. Croydon have got Ringwood next week on...
Friday night,
yes. Ounch, thank you for that.
Lights.
Yes, so anyone that's keen, hang on, I'll get rid of... I'll take over from Dean here. Anyone that's bored next Friday night, Croydon are hosting Ringwood Friday night, 7 o'clock. Come on down, we'll have the outdoor bar, Ounch.
Are you live streaming or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Geez, that was a quick no. Is that
CBF'd.
Just You get a lot, pal. You get some recognition. You get a little bit of extra exposure. You get some quality commentators, you know.
Yeah, no, that was going to be the problem.
All right.
Did Ounch offer?
No,
Ounch did
mate,
offer.
I'm not allowed to go do anything that's got Ringwood involved. I might say the wrong thing.
Yes. So there we go. Croydon Bowls Club, Friday night, 7 o'clock. For anyone that is actually interested, if they're wanting to play Friday night games and have a look at getting it live streamed, get in contact with me. Bowls Vic have changed a couple of things which may allow us to live stream Friday night games. And it doesn't...
See the way I led you into that, Clarkie?
You did. Wonderful segue. Thanks, Ounch.
Pleasure, brother.
And to the point that, look, we've even looked into, or I'm looking into, potentially a couple of Division 2 games playing on a Friday night.
Please.
Parkdale.
Here we go.
I'll come and commentate that, Dino. We'll go down for that one. Toddy's ranking, want to be firing. Woo!
Well, again, there's many clubs out there with lights that don't use them. So my sort of message to clubs, if you want to use them on a Friday night, use them. There's no harm in playing on a Friday night if you can do it.
I like game starting at like 3 o'clock.
Or 3 o'clock.
I love that.
On a Saturday.
I love that. Such a good idea.
Yeah.
Even Saturday night games.
The only
so
problem
much
is
fun.
I can't get there to stream.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But in
Well,
terms of
that's not
game,
about you,
I don't like night games as such because of how much the green changes. I never find the night games as good a standard as a Saturday or a twilight game.
Yeah, Twilight's the way to go.
Yes. But if you do, honestly, if you do have twilight games, feel free to hit us up either on Facebook or whatever. Some people have got
Maybe
my
you could have
number.
the Saturday off, Clarkie, and live stream from 3.
Well,
Mate,
you
the
know,
way
he
I'm
might do
going,
it after
I'm going to have
3 weeks,
every
the way it's
Saturday
going.
off in a few weeks. They won't have
I
room
gave
for
it-
me
I've
anywhere.
called round 3.
I'll be playing
round three,
bankers.
that'll be done.
I'll be playing bankers at 1 o'clock and be finished by 2.
Yeah,
Should
round 3.
live stream that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Don't. Just don't.
It's a different market.
Don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh,
I'll
that's
just start
great.
doing this.
Oh, that machine! I'm going to go and.
That's how I feel about my form at the moment. Righto, Ounch.
Yes.
So,
I'm waiting.
yeah, your section. So who we got?
I'm waiting for you to rip it up, pal. I've got to remember who's in it.
Oh, Jesus. You're hopeless.
No,
It's wide open. That section.
It is.
It's
So,
anyone's. Like you gotta look at-
Mulgrave, Narre Warren, Dandy's second side, Cheltenham, Pakenham, Cranbourne, Bowie, Mentone.
Well, you look at it from last year. I'm pretty sure Pakenham won the section, so they're probably going to be right up there. Mentone were right up there all season. They got a strong outfit as they have for the last couple of years. Brian Morris came second in your section last year, didn't they, Dino? So
They did.
They've got some quality players, like Brendo and the old mate Crows is playing there. So I'm looking forward to catching up with him and having a couple of whiskies like we did last time. That Cheltenham's been in Div 1 for as long as I can remember. Mulgrave's exactly the same. Look, I don't want to say anyone's going to struggle. And Danny Club's second side, well, if their top side's pretty handy, then their second side's going to be pretty handy.
Yeah.
It could be. I think it's going to be one of these sections where it's going to be from week to week. Results are not going to surprise anyone. So anyone can beat anyone in that section, and it's about bank and wins.
Why are you sitting on the fence, Ounch?
Because I don't want to give anyone.
Anyone fuel.
anything,
Just make
ammo.
a statement.
Well, we're going to win it then. All right. There's
Love
your ammo.
Love it.
We are going there too, and we expect to win it. Plain and freaking simple.
It's going to be bloody tough to win at your joint.
Of course it is, man. Like we've got to remember. Actually, not what we've got to remember. Like Narre Warren went up to Div 1 for the first time ever last year. They stayed up.
No one gave them a chance either.
Exactly right. So they
I don't know. I don't know the answer, Orange, but how many home games did they win last year compared to away? Or don't you know either?
I don't know the exact numbers, so I don't want to just rip off silly stats, because if I don't know them. But I know that there was probably about 4 or 5 games that they lost by under 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah.
So, you turn 2 of them into wins,
that's
and
nothing.
that's finals,
Yeah.
So obviously, the thing that scares me at Narre is the away games, because obviously we have such a nice green and whatever else that they worry me. Obviously, you're going to be going to the foreign services, but we've been putting the work in. So, you know, as I said, we expect to win, plain and simple. We expect to win that section.
You've been putting the work in at the pub, haven't you?
Well, mate, it was a team bonding exercise, and I think it's bonded. I think we bonded well.
No,
you know,
it is important to do things like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's gonna be one of those sections, mate. You know, if we can, it's a matter of bank and wins early, plain and simple. If we can win, you know, 4 or 5 games early on, then that's a couple of games that we don't have to worry about later on in the season, type sort of things. If you do drop 1 or 2, you know, it's
one thing that was super noticeable across, I think, our section and yours is just the amount of synthetic greens and indoors around the joint these days. And
yeah, I was going to say, I think I've worked out no matter what, we'll be playing like a minimum of 11 games, no matter what, which is pretty handy out of the 14-week season. But it doesn't matter if it's pissing down with rain or what's going on. Like, I think we worked out with 10 or 11 games. So
yeah,
it's the way it is now. It's there should be more of these bloody roofs going up so we get to play all the time. To be honest, it's a good thing. And if you've got a quality setup like we do, which is quite impressive, I must admit, it makes life easy for practicing and running events and things like that. So, but yeah, no, we expect to win, Toddy, plain and simple, mate. Hopefully we do. I don't know if we will yet, but we expect to win, plain and simple. There you go, Dino. There's my tip.
Love it.
Right, Toddy, just to finish up the show, Toddy, what do you reckon?
We're going through Division 2.
We don't have time to do Division 2 section.
Next week.
7 or 8, mate. Section 7 or 8.
No, come on, Toddy.
Section 7. Yes.
7.
How do you good chance or?
Mate, they're going to win it.
Well, I don't want to make any big calls or anything, but so far
everyone's got to make a big call.
Yeah.
We should win the section. We should. We played Bo Morris on the weekend. We were missing 1. They were missing 2 to 3, and we beat them at their joint. I think it was about 8 or 9 shots that we won by. We played Cheltenham earlier in the year, and that wasn't really a great hit out because they had some of their side playing another team. But we had 2 wins, 2 up and 2 down.
But look, the game in the preseason, have you, Toddy?
Well, we've done all right so far, yeah. We've done okay.
Flying high, the confidence is going.
But, practice games don't mean anything. It's, it's all what happens.
Thank goodness.
But it's one of those ones, though, man. It's good to be banking, having that momentum, that winning feel.
You have a bit of confidence if you've been winning or playing well, as opposed to.
So is that at a team level, Todd? Practice games, doesn't matter sort of how you go during practice games as a team or as individuals?
No, I think, it's always hard to get the team atmosphere and the team vibe in practice games, but we've probably built week on week because I had times where I had the squad of, say, the top, in theory, 24 players playing 12 against 12 and trying to have them actually like Team A versus Team B. So you're playing 12 on 12. So I've been trying to build things like that in over the last 6 weeks. And to be honest, we've come a very long way, I think, as a club and as teams. So, I'm really looking forward to it, not only for Parkdale in terms of the top side, but the club as a whole. I like to see that other teams are also progressing and moving up the ranks and winning a lot of games. So.
Just on the bold predictions, Sachi told me, load up. He said, load up on Parkdale. They can't lose it. They cannot lose the section. Load up, put your house on it. They are home.
All right,
I'll put my second house on it, eh?
Yeah, and your third one.
Toddy, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
From your, walking into a new club as coach, from coming from Premier League and having the CV that you do, what's been the message that you've given to not just the top side, but throughout the club about what you kind of, whether it's expectations or what you're hoping to get out of the season, like what's sort of like a general message you've been giving the group?
So as individuals, in terms of all my coaching and talking, it's all about 1%ers. If we can do this a little bit better, do that a lot better, do this a little bit different, or, a whole lot of things all turn out to be, a much better performance as an individual. But as a team, having goals set for every team and having expectations that hypothetically, you're going to train for an hour on a Thursday between 4 and 7:30. And if you don't, there's consequences or you need a valid reason, and actually sticking to that. I think a lot of the time it's too easy to, especially for higher grade teams or teams that want to be successful, just to be like, oh, sorry, I didn't make it to training last night. I've got a belief that it's easier to send a text message. And if you can't text me that you can't make it if you're in the top side to training on a Thursday night between 4 and 7, then there's something wrong. So just trying to make everybody a little bit accountable for their own actions, and then within their actions, trying to teach them all the little 1%ers, little things like, why do you chat and talk to your opposition between playing your 2 bowls? Or, why aren't you watching the other lead, what hand they're playing? All those little things that, to me, make maybe 10%, 15% better performance over a game. But I can't say too much because then I'm giving away all my secrets.
I was going to say,
Sorry?
I was going to say, do you have a spreadsheet on that? Do you want to send that through to us?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. The weekly Orange dog sighting. There we go.
Yes, I thought I better get her in there.
All right, everyone.
She's still got a quarter of a brain.
I'm hungry. I'm going to get dinner. I'm sure everyone else will want to. Thank you, gents. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Orange.
Thanks, guys.
Wonderful show, and we'll see you all next week with round 1.
Good luck on the weekend, lads.
Have a good weekend, lads.
Yes. Have a win on the weekend or we'll be India.
Yes. All right, boys. Catch you later.
See ya.
Thanks, mate.
We done?